Hey guys, I wanted to do a video today, real quick about our Facebook groups that I recommend being a part of. Whatever TCG you're in, whether it's Pokemon, Lorcana, DBZ, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, it doesn't matter. There is a group for you. There are good groups, there are bad groups, there are things to look out for, there are power hungry admins, there are crazy mods, there are groups that are completely public that allow everyone in, just full floodgates. So it gets filled with spam and businesses promoting and a lot of scammers. I always talk about timestamps because timestamps are huge for me. That is the first gateway. That is the first red flag that you can throw out so many posts. If they don't include a timestamp, which is like, a piece of paper with a name and a date on it, don't look at the post. Scroll past. The chances of that being somebody who just forgot to make a timestamp, that's good. It could be somebody like that. Um, it's not worth the risk. Most of the time, it's gonna be, somebody really shady, and it's gonna be a scammer, or they're gonna, quickly put in a digital timestamp, which I am firmly against. There are a lot of groups that allow just timestamp, blanket timestamp, which means you can do digital, you can do a phone with a picture, you can handwrite it. Physical timestamps, guys, and if it seems sketchy, if it seems weird, ask for a video. If it's a real seller, and if it's somebody who really wants to move their stuff, especially if the value is there, like if it's an expensive purchase, have them send you a video. Be like, "Oh, I wanna see a video of you with that Journey Together booster bundle. Can you drop me a video?" And if they're like, "Well, that's weird," then scroll past. They're not worth your time. Or if they say, "Oh, I can't do that right now, but I can do it after you buy it." Or something like just get away from it. So, anyways, here at Black Arrow, I admin and mod two really big important groups that I recommend to you guys. One is Pokemon only. We only allow Pokemon. I mod through probably 600 to 1,000 posts a day with my fellow management, administration, whatever you want to call us. And we get over a million views um, constantly. This is the biggest, safest group on Facebook. We were at 50,000 members in January. That is 50,000. Pretty fair to say 45,000 of them were legitimate, real people. And we've now ballooned up to 90,000 members in less than 6 months. And those new 40,000, those are all real people. Those are people that I have seen every single review and request to join the group. And I've gone through every single one of them. And I make sure that they answer all the questions and I make sure that they look legit. And, we've got guard dogs. We stay on it. We're also very ban happy and very suspend happy. We don't accept political speech. We don't accept crazy comments that go so far off topic and it just spirals down the rabbit hole. We also require timestamps for everything. We don't allow any offers only posts because that's another thing. That's somebody who doesn't care enough to value their stuff, or they're a scammer, or it's too big and daunting of a job because they've got 15 boxes. Take the time to price out your stuff. If you're going to sell something, if you're going to try to make a business relationship with somebody, goods and services or friends and family, it doesn't matter, or meet up with cash, take the time to price out your stuff. You can say, hey, this Journey Together booster bundle is $43, but I'm also accepting highest offer, or $43 OBO, something like that. You can do the same thing with everything, with surprise boxes. You can do the same thing with loose singles. Write in, "Hey, this card is $45 TCG OBO." Don't just write, "Will accept offers, listening to offers, slide into my DMs and drop me offers." Don't do it. So anyways, these are the 2 groups that I recommend. Let me get over to our browser view here. So this is the largest, safest Pokemon group on Facebook. We are a worldwide group. We have a fantastic management staff. Um, this is called Pokemon Cards Trade, Sell, Buy. There are a million groups with very similar titles. We are the one with the giant yellow Pokemon logo. It says Pokemon Cards Trade, Sell, Buy. We have a lot of members. We have a lot of views. We have a ton of traction. If you want to sell something or buy something Pokemon related, this is the group to do it in. We also, like I said, we don't accept any of the crap. If you're in there to try to scam, if you're in there to try to mess around, if you're in there just to joke and to be a goon, or just to be a jerk, this is not the group for you. This is not for you. Um, which groups to join on Facebook? If that's the kind of stuff you're into, this is not where you should be. There are a ton of other groups that will accept you. There are a ton of other meme groups that will just allow you to post memes all day and make people laugh. It's funny. I'm part of a couple of those groups. Great. Hysterical. That is not what this group is for. This is for trading. This is for selling. This is for buying. This is Pokemon only. Now, because it's Pokemon only, we thought that it would be a good idea to start a sister group. So we started a new group about a week and a half ago. It's taken us in management about a week and a half to figure out what rules we wanted, what questions for joining, all that jazz. We have 90,000 members in this group. We started a new group, which is called TCG, All But Pokemon Trade, Sell, Buy. So this one is Pokemon cards, trade, sell, buy. This one is TCG cards, all but Pokemon trade, sell, buy. So a similar setup, similar structure, um, similar rules. We're not going to play around with crap. There's enough groups that will allow you to be the type of person that you want to be. These are not them. These are groups to trade and to sell and to buy. These are groups to be polite. These are groups to scroll past pricing that you don't like. These are not groups to bash, to bully. These are not groups that you can come in and drop racist memes and make 10 people laugh and piss off 40,000 other people. That is not what this is for. There are a ton of groups for people like you. I'm probably a part of a bunch of those groups because I love memes, and I think that that stuff can be funny, and I want to see people lighting an Espeon on fire, a $400. That is not what these groups are for. So if you're new to the community, if you've been in the community for 5 years, if you've been a card collector for 50 years, these are the two groups that I recommend: Pokemon cards, trade, sell, buy, and TCG cards, all but Pokemon, because we're going to allow everything other than Pokemon in this group. That way, not only do we not compete with the two, but we don't dilute the Pokemon players. Pokemon is the hottest thing out there right now. We want to keep those 90,000 members growing and happy. Let me see. Can I get in here so that we can see where the rules are? And I can show you kind of what things look like. So here are the rules. You're not going to be able to see them all that great. Can I zoom in a little bit and make this nicer? I can. Safe trading, selling, and buying. Post suggestions. Everything must say for sale, for trade, looking for, in search of, ISO, and everything must be priced. Physical timestamps. We will not allow you to have digital timestamps. Pricing. Other than trade posts, all posts must have info on pricing. We will not allow claim sales or auctions unless approved by management. Community building, no bullying. Be a good person. What's it worth? If you're looking for advice on what something's worth, please do your research first. We don't want these groups flooded with how much is this base set Charmander worth? It's very easy. It'll take you uh, 40 seconds with a keyboard to go to TCG or eBay or 130 Point or just to Google it. It'll pop up. We're not allowing any businesses or self promotion without paying a monthly or a yearly fee. Even if you pay that fee, you are only getting 2 business posts a week. We are not flooding the entire group with business posts. Nobody wants to see that. I love to purchase things from businesses. I don't want to see the same business in my feed 7 times a day. That's a quick way of getting muted. Waffles. We are going to allow waffles. You will pay a flat fee per waffle post, whether the waffle fills or not. Whether the value of the waffle is $30 or $3,000, you will pay a $2 fee. That goes into the group fund. The group fund, the fund that is paid from waffles and pre-approval or businesses, will only be used for free giveaways and random.org subscriptions, which the admins will perform. There is no one taking money out of this account. This money is not going towards paying for anything other than giveaways and random.org, which we use for giveaways. So if you decide, me as a business, I pay in two groups to be able to post once or twice a week, to be able to get pre-approved so that my post isn't sitting in purgatory for 7 hours until these admins and mods, which all have lives and do not get paid to do this, so that I can just skip the line and get right into posting. It's a fantastic value if you're a salesperson. If you want to sell your stuff and your hot stuff before everybody else gets posted, it's probably a good idea to think about it. In this group, we are going to charge, what is it? We're going to charge $10 a month or 110 for the year. That gives you pre-approval. That gives your business pre-approval and or 2 posts a week, without getting a slap on the wrist and without having to talk about, what these next steps are. Those are the payments that fill the fund so that, hey, we reach 10,000 members. We're going to ship out a free prismatic ETB to one of the members, that kind of thing. That's what the fund is going to be used for. So let me zoom back out. So once again, real quick, we've got 2 groups: Pokemon cards, trade, sell, buy. We've got the second group, which is TCG cards, all but Pokemon, trade, sell, buy. Here's the logo here that we built for this. We've got a little bit of everything. Where is I wish I could see. There's got to be a way for me to be able to see the name and description. So a couple of things that we have here. Please join the Pokemon trade, sell, buy group if you're looking for Pokemon. If not, some things that we're covering: DBZ Super, DBZ Super Fusion World, Lorcana, Star Wars Unlimited, Digimon, One Piece, Yu-Gi-Oh, Marvel. I forgot to mention Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh's huge, and there's a lot of groups for them, but there's also a lot of crap groups for them. In fact, one of the biggest groups right now is getting riddled with Rule 34 content and a lot of spam and a lot of overseas fake accounts that are posting all kinds of AI videos, and it's just a cesspool of garbage right now. We will not allow that to happen to this group. I ban and suspend, I don't know, a couple hundred people a week out of the Pokemon group. For every 10,000 that join, 1,000 are out because they're crap or they don't follow the rules. Marvel, DC, Magic the Gathering, Final Fantasy, which that card game only lasted a couple of months. But if people are looking for an outlet for it and they want to buy and sell stuff, this is the group to do it. Um, Anyways, I hope that was helpful. Drop me a message, subscribe to my content, please. Like, follow, head over to our Facebook. We are Black Arrow Collectibles, and I hope that you have a safe time trading, selling, and buying. Tag me in if you have any questions.